and go Royals! Hello, Lynnwood High School community. My name is Michael Piper, and I have the pleasure of serving as principal of Lynnwood High School. Welcome to our celebration of commencement for the class of 2021. Before we get started and celebrate our seniors, let's first give our parents and families a big round of applause for everything you have done to support our students and our school community. In a few moments, our graduates will be taking the field and our program will get underway. Before we begin, I'd like to review a few guidelines for us as we observe and celebrate with our graduates. I ask that at this time you please silence your cell phones, noisemakers, balloons, and Welcome to the class of 2021. Lynnwood community, before we begin our ceremony, let us begin with our land acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge that this graduation ceremony for the class of 2021 is being held in the traditional lands of the Duwamish, Suquamish, Snohomish, Snoqualmie, Suquamish, and other Coast Salish tribes. Now would you all please rise, if you are able, and join me of the playing of our national anthem by Lynnwood Senior Austin Schneider. Students, families, staff, Lynnwood High community, welcome to this special occasion. As your principal, it's an honor to be with you today as we celebrate the class of 2021 and honor their efforts that have brought us here today to celebrate their graduation. Class of 2021 and Lynnwood community members, let's welcome School Board Member Gary Noble for some opening words of welcome. Mr. Noble's words will be followed by several student and staff speakers.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome again to the 2021 class graduation for Lynnwood High School. Let's give these fine young adults another round of applause. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't first thank you for voting for our levy last April. This levy is so important with approximately half of our schools being over 50 years old. It is really important for us to continue our program of modernization for our district. So thank you very much. And for you seniors, I just want to briefly urge you to become lifelong learners. You've probably heard that term before, but it's really true. What's happened to you up till now, through the last 12 or 13 years, you've had an education, but the difference has been that your education has been prescribed by a bunch of adults that told you what you need to learn. The difference now, once you've graduated high school, the choice becomes yours. And so I urge you to make those choices wisely and become a lifelong learner. You may finish college, you may finish a trade school, you may go to work, but never stop learning. I tried to learn the piano in my 40s, not terribly successfully, but I tried. I took some college courses in web development in my 50s. So learning never stops. So I urge you to become lifelong learners, and that will help you be successful in your life. And thank you so much. Congratulations to these fine young adults and to the class of 2021.
Okay, so before I start, I just want to say that so Mrs. Villalobos asked me how I was feeling over there, and I said I didn't feel anything. But now that I'm standing up here, I feel the panic coming. So good afternoon to all of the families of the class 2021. Many of you may not know me, but my name is Juan, your class valedictorian, and I am standing here to give a speech so that I can leave my legacy at Lynnwood High School. To make myself more familiar to you all, I have brought with me a short story to share. As a young kid, I really enjoyed watching the movie Finding Nemo because, in a way, it reflected my life. Let's just say I had a lot of obstacles, and dentists scared me. Um, I was raised by a single mom and was protected under her unconditional love. Shout out to my mom who's sitting in section 6. So my life was great, but one day I learned that I would have to spend 6 hours away from her embrace to go to a place called school. And I wasn't sure if I was ready because, unlike Nemo, I did not like to explore the outside world. Slowly yet effectively, I learned to socialize and educate myself so that one day I would be able to achieve my goal and be a veterinarian. Somehow 11 years went by, and now I was finally a high school senior. Honestly, high school social life was way more complex to me than all the theories I had to understand in my calculus class with Mr. Chan. Every day, new words like sheesh and purr would overpopulate my word bank, and I would get lost drowning in the world of new trends. However, throughout my life, I learned that there are far more scarier problems in the world than high school drama or trendy words, like coronavirus. global warming, and facial acne. I asked myself, how much worse could it get? Well, I was too naive because I finally met my big bully shark patron. This past year, I've experienced and seen so much hate that was roaming around in this world that I didn't know could be so destructive. When everything was dim and gloomy, I sat down with my mother in our living room and decided to watch a classic Will Smith movie, I Am Legend. About halfway through the movie, Will Smith quoted Bob Marley. The people who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. How can I light up the darkness? I was struck with awe. I sat there staring at the screen, blinking and said, oh my goodness, that's the answer I've been looking for. And here I am right now sharing this quote with you all to strike this wave of emotional resonance and leave people out here in awe and inspired. The answer was simple. We just have to beat the bad guys and show them our persistence. Because I know that all of us here are capable of doing that. And we shouldn't rest a day to make our future a better place to be in, because we are the ones to light up the darkness. And although it might seem impossible and a big cliche, like Dory once said, just keep swimming, because life is too short to regret, and we should make the most out of it. Thank you.
Sorry. Oh, this is going bad. Nope. All right. Hey. Welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I would like to welcome you all to the class of 2021 graduation. Before we get started, I'd like to thank a couple people. Sua Choi, Madison On, Nisa Barrios, Paige Thompson, Jay Valdivieso, Joey McClellan, Elijah Lon Morianis, Kiva Miller, and Mr. Chan. Oh, yeah, you too, Tyler. But to be honest, I don't really have much to say. So, guys, it's not that deep. Like, do what you can. Don't do what you can't. Live life. Breathe air. I know somehow we're going to get there. If you want to be an astronaut rolling down in the deep, then make sure to make a mental freeze. If you want to be a panda who fights bad guys all day, you got it. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Why are you so tall, bro? Okay. It's okay. I was gonna say hey, but he already said it. So howdy. I want to start by saying, don't worry, I shouldn't keep you here for too long. I had to keep a time my speech, so he'll scream if I'm going a minute over. Gotta protect you guys from the sun. Anyways, my name is Tyler Tran, and I'm one of your valedictorians for this year. Aside from Jason and Jiwon, who've already spoken, we also have Madison On, Manan Vazdev, Ia Tunkera, and Sua Choi as valedictorians. Yeah, go team. Okay. Just wanted to make sure everyone knew about their greatness, even if they didn't get to speak today. Anyways, it's been a journey, to say the least. We haven't actually had a full year of school since sophomore year. We had a Snowmageddon, quarantine, the sequel, and then, I don't know, hybrid.
But, that didn't stop us, so I'm not sure what can at this point. But I'm not that prepared to go into the world, but I'm sure all these wonderful people here probably are. But anyways, let me explain to you why I personally am not prepared. Simply put, I just want to be a child, man. I turned 18 in 6 days, but I'm still enjoying the traditionally childish things in life. I like yo-yoing. I watch gaming videos. I had 40 missing assignments this semester because I was watching cartoons instead of doing homework. Whenever my mom drives by McDonald's, I have an urge to order a Happy Meal. It's a hard life. Thank you. I feel like there's a pretty intense narrative being pushed on us high school graduates to grow up. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense, but experiencing it kind of sucks. So I think a really good representation of this is TV shows. I think that shows targeted at older audiences just kind of pale in comparison to children's shows. Like, there's no way Riverdale, with its epic highs and lows of footballs, is going to make me cry more than SpongeBob singing for Gary to come home. It just feels like it's in a different league. Another great example of this is Phineas and Ferb, a show that inspires creativity and displays a new riveting adventure with every episode. Not to mention the amazing character Candace. Who's Candace? Candace did... Sorry. Candace did a lot for the show. If you want to know more about Candace, ask your students who Candace is. Anyways, children's shows just represent a good time. I mean, they kind of act as an escape for people, Sure, sitting in front of the TV was supposed to rot my brain, but adults, they kind of get caught in this phase where they're like, hey, I saw that as a kid, or I missed doing that as a child. So why not just revel in it while we're still here before all we have is nostalgia? I would like to end off my speech by thanking my friends, Mr. Chan, my mom, Adam, my day one Sebastian and Akiva, and Dragon. Stay young, go dogs.
Good evening, honored guests, aka the Lynnwood High School class of 2021. As well, good evening to parents, family, and friends of those honored guests, and to our online audience. I truly welcome you all. First off, just so you know, I might cry. It's okay. I do it quite regularly. During movies, sometimes in class. Typically it's brief, you might not even notice, but I'll get through it. Isn't that what we've been doing this entire year? Tonight I want to share with you a few thoughts about time. We use time to differentiate between the past, the present, and the future. Tonight, your past, your present, and your future are all on our minds as we celebrate graduation during this commencement ceremony. I only have so much time. 5 to 7 minutes is what I was told for this speech. Hardly enough time to look back at your 4 years at LHS. What do you remember from the past? Link crew? Being nervous at the start of 9th grade? The normalcy of 10th grade? Being on campus, having assemblies, crowding together in the agora? The dramatic switch to distance learning in the March of your junior year? The roller coaster that has been senior year? What will you remember in the future? Probably not the tests you took, or the books you read, or the assignments you skipped. More likely, you will remember the clubs you joined: BSU, ASL, Tri-M, DECA, Key Club, GSA, FBLA, Colores Unidos, and so many more. Or maybe the teams you competed for: robotics, swim, golf, high Q, track, dance, volley, basket, foot, base, softball, and so many more. Definitely, you will remember the friendships you made and all the mentors who helped and encouraged you along the way. Time is relative, or at least that's what Einstein told us. I think families here will agree. Raising kids makes the days seem long, but the years go quickly. Class of 2021, you probably don't remember your first words, your first steps, your first day of school. But believe me, the people in the stands do. Don't forget to thank them for all the time they put into getting you to this point. These are challenging times. How often have we heard that phrase over the past 16 months? There's no doubt that at the end of your junior year and all of your senior year, those times have been unprecedented. You learn new words like asynchronous and attestation. You spent many hours on Zoom or streaming shows or doing both simultaneously. Many struggled with loss of social gatherings, loss of jobs, loss of loved ones. But time marches on, and somehow, so do we. They say time is money, but I don't believe them. Instead, I wonder how we should spend our time. A few suggestions. Spend more time outside in the real world than inside in virtual ones. Spend more time listening than talking. Spend time with those who both build you up and tell you the truth. Spend time taking care of yourself so that you're able to spend time helping others. Spend time learning from people who are different from you. Spend time caring for, talking to, and playing with little children. As my psychology students know, age 0 to 2 is the crucial time for brain development. And finally, spend time fighting for the rights of those who have less power than you do. So, well, tonight's graduation marks the end of your years at Lynnwood High School. It's also known as commencement ceremony. The word commencement means to begin. Thus, we are all witnesses to a connection of your past and your future. It is a time to graduate and a time to commence. It's your time. Spend it wisely. Thank you.
Oh, I wish I had a pamphlet right now. My goodness. Get in there. Hello, family, friends, and faculty. My name is Esther Himmelfarb, and I'm honored to be this year's nominated student speaker. It's your freshman year, and you're gonna be here for the next 4 years. Insert ellipses here. Someone holds the door open for you, and you step into what will be your first day of high school. People litter the agora in small groups, tables spanning the length of the main hall, providing ample seating. The low hum of voices follows you as you wander towards your first class. You feel nervous, unsure about how the day, month, or next few years will pan out. As you pass by the student store, an elderly man hands you a mint. You know you'll be okay. You take a deep breath as you walk through the doors. High school was composed of a series of events, easily summarized by brief bullet points. The time it takes us to state these snippets is effortless compared to the web behind each. The struggles, failures, and amount of time that lie behind every accomplishment. Small details in the grand scheme of the high school experience. Homecoming, for example, the prep, getting ready are the best parts. Assembly rehearsal and decorating, the struggle to get a group to go together or even coordinate between a couple people. Picking out a dress or suit, getting shoes, making reservations, the list is endless. The time it takes to actually go to a dance you'll be at for 3 hours max is the time you enjoy. The dance itself is just the summarization, the bullet point, for the people who won't know about the energy it took to get you to that single Instagram post. The small things made high school, but we won't remember them. In years' time, we'll recall in brevity those categorized bullets. It's the people that we will remember. The friends you found along the winding journey. The people we lost. In years' time, maybe we'll still be getting Snapchat memories from 15 years ago, or maybe we'll be flipping through the pages of a yearbook we found stashed away in a cardboard box. You'll see an old friend's face and decide to send them a quick picture down memory lane and schedule a time to have dinner together. Those good friends, the really great ones, will remember, thank you. Our friends, our family, our people, they got us through this one and they'll keep getting us through the years to come. We sit on this field together to celebrate what we've done and who we've become. The hours upon hours of sitting and typing and writing and doing some more of that once you got home from school. The unseen struggles, the setbacks and growth. We persevered through it all. So what happens next? Where will we go from here? For some of us, that looks like college, trade school, or the military. For others, it'll be taking care of family or working. Maybe it's a question mark. It's daunting and scary to head towards the unknown. This past year has been a whole unknown question mark. You hold out your attestation for Diane to check before you walk through the front door. Or you flip open your computer screen. You hold the door open behind you for the next person, or you direct message your teacher apologizing for being tardy. As you start to walk towards your first period, you wave to various people, pausing to say hi, or you message your friends to check in. You're doing okay. The pandemic may have been our bullet point this year, but we've accomplished so much. Learning how to make whipped coffee and banana bread, becoming professional online shoppers, social distancing picnics, getting in touch with old friends, building stronger relationships. The small things. The unknown can only be met by the ticking of time passing by. With that time, we scrambled, adapted, and overcame. The after that comes post-high school is an opportunity to take who we have grown into and see what we can do to make the world a better place. An opportunity to see what makes us happy. Let us go out into the world and be kind, brave, authentic, open-minded, and absorb life. Persist. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best. Alrighty, Royals, that's all I have for you this evening. I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic rest of your graduation. Thank you.
Lynnwood High community and families. As principal of Lynnwood High School, it is now my pleasure and privilege to present this class of 2021 and to certify that many of the students here before you tonight have met all graduation requirements of the state of Washington and the Edmonds School District and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas. At this time, I would like to ask Board Member Gary Noble, Superintendent Dr. Balderas, and Assistant Superintendent Greg Schwab to come forward for the presentation of diplomas. I'd also like to ask staff members Noah Crowfoot and Anna Sturdivant to prepare for the presentation of flowers to our graduates, as well as staff members Lindsay Villalobos and Sarah Hall for the reading of names.
Jiwon Ha.
Jason Trin.
Tyler Tran.
Madison On.
Sua Choi.
Manon Vastev.
Iya Tankara.
Esther Himmelfarb.
Anisa Barrios.
Anissa Sihara.
Serena Sumpon Pakti. Lauren Morgan.
Sahar Nabizai.
Rex Correa.
Ellie Teo.
Brett Lowers.
Amani Dasmond Diane Jones.
D'Amico Jallo.
Jelani Baker.
Jade Gutierrez.
Murtada Almamar.
Katrina Alexander Heldart.
Alina Moss.
Tyler Ramey.
Alan Wynn.
Ethan Wansley.
Akiva Miller.
Jason Song.
Vivian Sue.
Blake Tablazon. Richard Bowe.
Callie Nelson.
Megan Badgley.
Isabella Bolin.
Victoria Retzer.
Maria Blandon.
Maya Sakuma.
Jenny Luong.
Amanda Wynn.
Jimena Chavez.
Leslie Deanna Frias Cruz.
Lilia Araceli Hernandez Perez.
Jennifer Lucas Espino.
Haley Davis.
David Livingstone.
Makai Miller.
Molly Blacker.
Eli Moriones.
Juan Carlo Valdivieso.
Sebastian Valdivieso.
Elkim Valdivieso.
Leanne Vu.
Mary Grace Watson.
Killian Craig.
Betania Gedahan.
Ty Coronacion.
Johnny Cow.
Kelly Lamming.
Jeremy Ravage.
Madeline Vo.
Ellie Morehouse.
Rathanak Chia.
Emily Porcaro.
Sarah Schmidt.
Matthew Morgan.
Armani Wilson Jones.
Hannah Tang.
Samantha Lease.
Samantha LaFrance.
Esmar Norieva.
Eldridge Tempubalan.
Austin Schneider.
Jacob Dang.
Steven Jimenez.
Kyle Higa.
Josiah C. Turman.
Thomas Shaw.
Austin Stanton.
Miskana Casa.
Adam Scraven.
Paige Thompson.
Joel Koshi.
Jimmy Juan.
Naira Khan.
Laura Escutia Rosas.
Maritza Gallardo Mora.
Seamus Laughlin.
Ahmad Sohail Emhari.
Maria Ajgat Ventura.
Nathan Sontag.
Emily Chong.
Tobias Atchison.
Marina Avila.
Sophie Hill.
Sam Penko.
Angelo De Los Santos.
Chidera Mbara.
Gusai Algafafi.
Hunter Getch.
Sierra James.
Kayla Edgerly.
DJ Williams.
Nahom Naguse.
Joseph McClellan.
Sabine Lee.
Sorelia Vu.
Simran Narwal.
Sarah Vo.
Jonan Carrera.
Alberto Gaspar Taliz.
Morgan Merriam.
Maddie Glasser.
Cassidy Peterson. Zoya Kulikov Wekaiser.
Nak Juan.
Perla Montenegro.
Van Nguyen.
Jorge Cruz.
Juga Wada.
Micaiah Carey.
Michael Leland.
Abiha Janjua.
Kayaham Kasim.
Angel Martinez Huelta.
Mohit Pasha.
Alexander Logston.
Brendan Wakefield.
Luke Morris.
Sylvia Jenkins.
Jasmine Toon.
Monique McMurtry.
Jenny Natalie Palomera.
Paula Rodriguez Arambula.
Carla Serban Kazarin.
Alexander Escobar Welliver.
Natalia Seymour Wilder.
Sofia Berezovskia.
Melanie Zarco Mayorga.
Sina Keith Lamaria.
Bamlaktila Ashura.
Troy Legaspi.
Ankad Myhill.
Rigoberto Andrada.
Joel Hernandez.
Mariela Briseño.
Nicholas Garcia.
Alex Ung.
Blake Allen.
Lydia Amaha.
Lyrica Ivory.
Maya Engel.
Oceana Reyes.
Jennifer White.
Victoria Sutton.
Neo Francis Nuval.
Anthony Chambers.
Alan Hernandez.
Joey Caldwell.
Eric Hammond.
Julian Del Pino.
Alex Rieflin.
Aislinn Reed.
Anthony Machuca.
George Longoria.
Gladys Vega.
Wendy Vanessa Barragan Dominguez.
Ashley Alexandra Castro.
Azaria Polivoy.
Christopher Ortiz.
Samuel Yu.
Titus Yu.
Kenneth Lee.
Sean Monin.
Tanner Fahey.
Asia Navarro.
Casey Okocha.
Joshua Golveo.
Caitlin Campbell.
Blake Reed Henderson.
Jaya Walker.
Siula Iban.
Dominique Fritz.
Lisbeth Reyes Angeles.
Kate Abigail Manolo.
Yasmin Reed.
Gloria Galicia.
Joshua Morales.
Chastity Jamerson.
Justin Chan.
Luis Marquez.
Ingrid Angeles Canseco.
Jacqueline Barrientos Korean.
Jacob Rogers.
Lewi Alamayo.
Raymond Atchison.
Ethan Malig.
Justin Tunn.
Man Nguyen.
Blake Norman.
Logan Hutchins.
Maya Christensen.
Jamie McDougall.
Yusel Oscara.
Andrew Baruch.
Summer Lee.
Yaqueen Jabbar.
Vicky Pham.
Ian Harris.
Ryan Suwanakam.
Isaac Hernandez.
Muse Michael.
Peter Chia.
Maddie Gregory.
Joseph Franco.
Lamine Mendy.
Abdul Naveed.
Nathan Schwitters.
Tarak San.
Corey Gallet.
Brandon Hong.
Tony Lukic.
Josh Trofimchuk.
Michaela Kelly.
Colby Hudson.
Timothy Johan.
Mohammed Alzir.
Marco Munoz Torres.
Juan Pablo Tellez.
Yoel Tesfatzian.
Hunter Gaston.
Jonathan Nguyen.
Nathaniel Lapointe.
Dennis Olson.
Anthony Spangler.
Priya Singh.
Isha Kaur.
Randy Santabanez.
Owen Bastida.
Nicholas Cupic.
Jocelyn Thady.
David Guardado.
Abigail Conrad.
Victoria Wolfram Coates.
Chloe Olson.
Aisha Mbai.
Kevin Cariente.
Jajun Fang.
Annie Sawyer.
Mia Zanders.
Bianca Molina Cruz.
Valerie Diaz Leal.
Melanie Contreras.
Alexa Valencia Flores.
Anna Pizzuto.
Emma Lou Gorman.
Celestino Sarmiento.
Alexander Cano Jimenez.
Ryan Justin Alcid.
Stephen Hines.
Jack Lewis.
Venus Jimenez.
Kian Pineda.
Avery Ryan.
All right, Lynnwood High community and families, let's give a big round of applause to our graduates, the class of 2021. Now we will hear from our 2021 class officers.
Hello, fellow graduates. My name is Anissa Sihara, and I am your class secretary. If there is one thing I learned this year, it's that life is not like the roller coaster everybody says it's like. If anything, it's more like bumper cars. You never know when you get hit with unexpectancies, and the impact can bring you down. With roller coasters, you see the drop coming. But with bumper cars, you never know when you'll get struck with the hard impact life has to offer. It takes courage to get on that ride in the first place. And we all took that courage with the great victory of holding that diploma and moving on to another journey. Here's to another ride to the next stage of the rest of our lives. Congratulations, everyone. Hi, Mom. Thank you for everything. Hello, class of 2021! Wow. I'm Anissa Various, and I'm your class treasurer. Now, I've been thinking about what to say for a while now, and like all my other homework assignments, I procrastinated this till last minute. I knew I didn't want to say the same thing about what a journey it's been or how much we've grown, because frankly, that's boring. So I'm going to go back in time for a bit. Remember when we had the best freshman class dance? The cha-cha slide. Our dance moves have definitely not improved because we ended up doing that dance at prom a couple weeks ago. How about freshman orientation or the first day of school? We were always so lost and awkward. Well, what about spirit assemblies or where we would scream at the top of our lungs during the spirit barrel? The band playing at football games right over there, or the countless hours you spend in Mr. Chan's classroom. The last 4 years have been memorable. Granted, the last year and a half have been a roller coaster, but we still made it. Anyways, I know we're going our separate ways, but I want to wish you the best. We got it in the second half, Royals. Thank you. Hello, family, faculty, and friends. My name is Serena Sumpunpakti, and I am your class vice president. Today, I'd like to start by sharing a lesson I've learned from my high school experience. Oftentimes, you will run into two different types of people, those who truly have your best interests at heart and those who view you as competition. As you enter the next chapter of your life, remind yourself to never let anyone put a roof on your sky. Do not limit your potential as you have a lot to offer. Surround yourself with people who are only going to lift you higher and help you reach the stars. I'm excited to see how far you all will go, and I look forward to one day hearing about your legacy. Let the adventure begin. Thank you. Yeah! Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lauren, and I'm the senior class president and yearbook editor. Better known as the stalker who followed you around with a camera asking 20 questions. You know the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade? Well, I think that's exactly what we did with our senior year. By being here today, celebrating our graduation, we have proven that in the face of adversity,
we will persevere and make the most of what life throws our way. We are all strong, determined, and definitely certified experts at online school. The other thing we can take away is our uniqueness. We will have stories to tell about crazy Zoom calls, the lack of toilet paper, watching for killer bees, and learning how to communicate with a mask on. Yes, we missed out on many school traditions, like spirit assemblies, poster painting, homecoming, Friday night lights in the senior section, and above all, our normal day-to-day interactions with each other. Yet here we stand on the other side with wild memories, amazing friends, and best of all, the covers for our diplomas. As individuals, each of us is unique, with different goals and interests. We all have the potential to make an impact in both big and small ways. No matter what you do outside the four walls of Lynnwood High School, do it with passion. As our high school careers come to an end, I'd like to finish with a quote from Ferris Bueller. The question isn't, what are we going to do? The question is, what aren't we going to do? Class of 2021, we did it. Please stand with me. Royals, you may now turn your tassels. Congratulations, graduates.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.